Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you've got your Christmas trees ready because we are going to make some Christmas ornaments today. For the first ornament, we are going to make some 3D Christmas trees. So you're gonna need some hard cardstock paper. I used hard poster paper from the Dollar Tree, and I cut out the shape of a Christmas tree. And you will need 5 of these to make one ornament. So you're going to cut out your Christmas trees and then fold each one in half. And once those are all folded in half, then you will start to put them together by using some hot glue and attaching just one side to each other. So you folded them together and you're going to take 2 and stick 2 sides together and then add in another folded Christmas tree and another folded Christmas tree and a piece of string to hang it up until your tree is 360, until it goes the whole way around. And then this step is optional. I just used a Sharpie oil marker and colored the edges gold, but that's completely optional. It looks perfectly fine without the marker, and that's it for our 3D Christmas tree. For the second project, we're going to be making an old-fashioned sled out of some popsicle sticks that I got from the Dollar Tree. So you need 4 sticks, and you're going to cut the ends off of those so that they're shorter and squared off, and then you're going to use some hot glue to stick those together. And then to make some edges to our sled, we'll use a full popsicle stick. So just put those on so that they're standing up, and then we'll cut another one so that there's a popsicle stick on the front of it to make it look more sleddy. And then once that's dry, I picked up some dark red paint and some green paint from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just going to paint the top of that with the red color, and then I mixed a darker brown color to do the edges and the bottom of the sled. But you can do whatever colors you would like. I also did some green sleds as well. And then once all that paint is dry, we're going to add some decorations. So I just used what I had lying around. I had this plaid ribbon, and I cut it into small strips and folded it in half and made it look kind of like a scarf, I would say, and hot glued it onto the sled. And then I had some leftover jingle bells and put that on the sled as well. And then I've been using baker's twine for most of these ornaments and made a loop and hot glued that onto the ornament so that we can hang it up. And that's it for the sled. Now this one is one of my favorite ornaments that I made. Basically, we just put some hot glue on and some white string that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and you're just wrapping it around while constantly gluing it onto these plastic ornament balls that I got at Michael's. So you're just going to keep wrapping and wrapping and making sure to glue it each wrap around or more, because the string will fall off at knots. So it is a little bit tedious, but this is definitely one of my favorite ornaments that I made for this video. unfortunately, I lost a lot of my videos somehow. So for this ornament and a lot of others, I just put a base coat of different colors, whether that was white or black or gray, and I painted different designs on them using a paintbrush and acrylic paint, or I have a lot of paint markers as well. So for this one, I'm just painting some trees on it, and I'll paint the bottom white to make some snow. So I'm just making like a woodlands scenery with the different trees, and I'll add some dots and some gold dots as well, so that it all comes together. So that's all for this ornament, is I'm just painting a scenery on with some white acrylic paint, or you can use some paint markers as well. Now I'm going to do like some writing, some calligraphy ornaments. For this one, I'm going to write "Let It Snow," and for the "Let It," I'm using some white acrylic paint, and then I had a blue paint marker that I will write "snow" on. You can write absolutely anything you would like on these ornaments, but this is just what I went with, and I do like how the calligraphy turned out. And then similar to the one before this, I'm just using some different colors, and I'm writing "Merry Christmas," but a good tip is to use like some different font styles. So Merry is going to be in calligraphy, and Christmas is just going to be like a normal font, and then I'll add in some different stars and things like that. So try different fonts and styles and see how it turns out. I made a lot of these types of ornaments because they were so easy to make and they're really fast. So I just grabbed some yarn, and in this video I used like a paint palette that I had, but after this I ended up just using my hand. So I ended up wrapping the yarn around like my 4 fingers, and I just kept wrapping and wrapping and wrapping until I felt that it was big enough, and then I took it off, made sure to pinch it in the middle so that nothing gets loose, and you'll just wrap around the middle with any extra yarn that you have and tie it off so that it stays in place. And then once it's tied, you'll have like a bow kind of, you have 2 ends, and you're just going to take some scissors and cut those off and then fluff up the ball, and then you can add on some string to hang it on your Christmas tree. And that's all of our DIY Christmas ornaments. I hope you got some inspiration from these. I do really like how the sled turned out and the wrapped around yarn ornament. I also included some photos of some other painted ornaments I did just using some markers and some paint. So I hope you just got some inspiration from these. There's tons of different possibilities, especially with these plastic balls that you can pick up at your local craft store. Just paint on a base and paint whatever words or animals or anything that you would like. So I hope you like this, and happy holidays.